Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about getting your house in order. Now.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
Okay, so getting your house in order, what does that mean? Well, your house is your 5 frequency bodies and your physical house also. It is how you are perceiving this game and your connection to your source self above all things. That is the key. That is of high importance. Everything else is just an illusion, and it passes. But your source self connection is who you are, and it is most important. Now, you need to be aware of the choices that you're making in your every now day, that you are making choices that benefit and increase that source self connection and awareness, and control your thoughts and keep them in higher frequency mindsets, which means beneficial things. Think on those things that are lovely and beneficial to you, and let go of those things that eat at you and annoy you. And if they are, and you have the ability, then you remove those things from your experience. Now, they may be people, they may be things. You may be able to remove them from your experience without moving, but you may have to move to remove them from your experience and change your stage. I've gone through this in many other videos, but you need to have a good source self connection so that you can be aware when your source self is nudging you and telling you it is time to move on or leave a place or a relationship or a job or anything. And again, I'm going to say, you need to have that 1 month backup that you are not tapping into to meet your daily expenses. It's money that you have set aside that it's not there for you to grab some whenever you feel like going out and having a dinner at a restaurant that you can't afford unless you tap into those reserves. They should not be touched until your source self directs you and they're needed. If you are having trouble manifesting, you can manifest small things, but you're having trouble manifesting the big things. Well, do you think you're going to go from manifesting a parking spot, something small, to something huge? Now, some of you are not using wisdom in choices that you are making, and you are not tapping into your source self-connection, or you are influencing your pendulum because you want something so bad. And so you're getting a yes because you want it so bad, and you're influencing your pendulum. And you're making choices that are not benefiting you, and you are spending money that you should not be spending. And you are choosing relationships and experiences that are not benefiting you, and then you're wondering about this journey, why it doesn't seem to be working for you, because you are still in a low frequency mindset and you are not making beneficial choices. I will talk about money. Now, can you be a low frequency and have lots of money? Sure you can. Sure you can, because low frequency is pornography, alcohol, drugs. Sure, those are low frequency activities. And low frequency source players can have plenty of money based on those activities. High frequency source players can have money also. The difference is how it is viewed and how it is used and their frequency level. Now, if you're a high frequency source player and you think that poverty is beneficial to you, then that's what you create in your experience. There is nothing in this experience that says that you have to be poor. Nothing. But there has to be flow. It can't be all stopped up. It cannot be all stopped up. Now, money is to be used to experience things. To experience things. This game is about experiences, not about owning things or amassing a huge bank account. It's about experience. And this thing about having to have a certain amount of money for retirement and living off the interest, you're living in the future. You are looking to the future. You have abundance right now, untapped abundance. Your mind is the only thing that's getting in the way. Your mind. Change your mind and change your life. Many of you make poor choices that put you in a place where you start panicking because you've spent the rent on something you shouldn't have spent it on. And now you're wondering where you're going to get the rent money from. Or you have a bill that's coming due and you don't know where you're getting the money from, and you have made foolish choices. If you as a source player are working a minimum wage job and you go out and you buy a McDonald's meal, how many hours did you have to work to pay for that hunk of meat between two pieces of bread? Or a Starbucks coffee? How long did you have to work? I mean, examine it. How long did you have to work to be able to buy that, and it's gone? Well, the hamburger is not going to help you. It's going to keep you in a lower frequency state. And as far as minimum wage jobs, it's not the most beneficial for a source player to be in a minimum wage job. And some of you will not know how to get out of that because your frequency levels are low and you're thinking that that's the only option that you have. But if you can't imagine it, then you can't create it. It's an inside job. You have to create, you have to believe that you can create. You have to know that you can create, okay? You may have to believe it first and then you will know it. The believe will come before the knowing. It's a journey. It's an inner journey. The outside is a reflection of the inner work that you are either doing or you're not doing. Now, so many of you are letting me know that yes, you're getting it and your lives have changed so much better. You've lost a lot of weight. You're experiencing fantastic things. You have in touch with your manifestive abilities. And I applaud you. You are powerful creators and you've connected with that. You've let go of the fear and the light has gone on for you. You get it. You've made connection with your source self and the knowing. Now, others of you, your subconscious is getting in the way. And your friends and family. They are influencing you and still speaking into your lives about what they think and how wrong you are about any chosen path that you've chosen. Okay? It's your journey. You have to make choices that benefit you. Now, you can stay in situations like that, but you don't take it to heart. It may not be beneficial, but it's your choice. Cause and effect. You make the choice, that's the cause, and then there's the effect of that choice. Direct effects. Cause, effect. Make the best choices for yourself. It is so important that you do. Now, you can master this game. It is a mind game, and you can master it. You can master it. Mastery doesn't come easy, and it's not given to you overnight. It is a journey. It is a journey. You are not going to give a child, an infant who can barely crawl, powers. They get upset and they start crying and they don't like something that somebody did to them. And reminds me of a Twilight Zone episode where the little boy sent people to the field because he didn't like them. So everybody had to be really nice to him. This would be the equivalence of giving a low frequency source player who doesn't deserve the power because they could cause big problems for themselves and others. You got to earn it. You got to make the choices that bring your frequency up. You got to earn it. You fell from your choices, and you still make choices every day that will either benefit you or not. Take responsibility and do the journey. Take the steps that will benefit you in this journey. Now, you can do this. You can unlock so much for yourself that you can only dream of. But you have to be able to dream it. You have to be able to imagine it for it to happen for you. You have to believe that you can. You have to know that you can. You have to believe it first. And then you get in touch with that knowing that you can. And then you become the powerful creator. But you have to realize it all comes out of your synergy cell. And you have to make wise choices and expenditures. But the higher your frequency, the more energy you can tap into and use to benefit you. It's all choices. Now, if you find these videos to be beneficial to you, then it benefits you to say thank you and do an energy exchange, as it unlocks things for you that you can unlock no other way. And you do that, how? Via PayPal. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.